is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. So Western Kentucky's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Louisiana Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reels. Time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Grant. Makes the grab. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Myers. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give on the option. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Grant. Sets up the screen. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. That's caught. It's Watkins. Turns it on down the left side.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the...
There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield, it's Grant. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
It's complete on the right side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna let it fly. Hauls it in down the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Topper! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Makes the grab. It's Kane. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires downfield. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The give as they work on that clock. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Got room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.